What's up, guys? It's Wally. Today we're going to be doing some battles with the Grassy Seed Zapdos. So I've done videos with the other two Galarian birds, however, I have yet to do one with the Galarian Zapdos. So I thought it's about time that, we actually got to that. And especially since it does have the ability Defiant, it's really nice considering the fact that there are a lot of Intimidate users out there with like Hisuian Arcanine and Landorus. So being able to get that Defiant boost is really incredible. And especially since Zapdos is pretty strong and has really incredible moves like Thundurous Kick, ability to go with knockoff, and acrobatics, which once we actually get the grassy terrain out there with Rillaboom and activate that grassy seed, not only are we going to get a boost up in our defense, but we're also going to have that acrobatics go from a 55 power to a 110. Because acrobatics is one of those moves where it has a special effect if you don't hold an item. So since Zapdos ends up losing the grassy seed, acrobatics does double the damage. So that's extremely beneficial and does kind of save you from the recoil of like a Brave Bird. Although Brave Bird is a little bit stronger and you don't have to proc anything to be able to get it up to that power, I still think that some of the recoil damage that you would take from it, especially with Zapdos, not being the bulkiest Pokemon, still has a little bit, but not enough to really go out there and survive multiple hits. So being able to kind of save yourself from that damage, I think is going to be really, really good, especially with this Zapdos too. Now, again, the moves that we have on our Thundurous Kick, which is really great, it's one of those exclusive moves for Zapdos, and it also has the ability to lower the defense of the Pokemon that you end up hitting. So that Thundurous Kick is going to hit even harder on the next turn. Acrobatics, I already kind of talked about that. It's going to double its power if we end up proccing the Grassy Seed. And then Knockoff is really great because that's good into a lot of Psychic Mons and things that end up setting like Trick Room. So it's nice to be able to go for the Knockoff, have a super effective move into them, and also knock off the item that they're holding. And especially if you see something like a Dusclops or something that has like Eviolite, going with knockoff over there is going to be a super effective move, and it's going to lower their defense and special defense because you remove that Eviolite. So I think that's really great for Zapdos and a big help for a couple of the other Pokemon that are out there as well. And of course it has Detect because we need to protect a little bit. Now with the Electric Terra, that's mainly out there because we really only do have one weakness then, and that is to ground. And since Zapdos is a flying type, you're not going to be seeing that into you before you end up terrestrializing. So you're pretty safe on that. But even if you do terrestrialize into Electric and there are ground mons out there, Rillaboom can go out there, set the grassy terrain, and something like an Earthquake isn't going to be that strong anymore because Earthquake only does half damage on the grassy terrain. And not just that, but that also, again, procs the Grassy Seed, which means that Zapdos does get that boost up in the defense. So again, a lot of good things happening out there with the Zapdos and the Rillaboom, a lot of good synergy. And again, a combo that we'll probably end up seeing in a couple of these battles. So I'm really excited to see what Galarian Zapdos can do. So we'll get into the battles, but before we do, as always, if you guys are new here, just having chat, please make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like too. Well, let's get into the battles. All right, now we see a couple Ice Mons, and that's going to be a little difficult for Zapdos. But I think we can still do some work with it. I'm going to bring Tornadus just because if they end up bringing... yeah, I don't want them to get a guaranteed... Blizzard if they end up setting the snow. So let's try to avoid that. And then in the back, let's bring Rilla, and let's bring Flutter Mane as well. I could have brought Chi-Yu. However, I will say that because we may be setting the rain, don't want to bring the Firemon and all that kind of stuff. Could go Dark Pulse and all that, but yeah, we'll be okay here. We'll be alright. Alright. We're going to go for a Bleak Wind Storm here right off the bat. And let's go with the Electric. Now, I don't think that that's going to help us at all, to be honest with you. I don't know why I'm doing that. Thinking about a knockoff, but honestly, Acrobatics would be nice too. Problem is, we just don't have the, just don't have really yet. Sounds ridiculous, but I'm going to Detect on this first one. That's fair. That's awesome. In all honesty, that is huge. Because that gives us the Defiant boost right here. Now we're +1. Okay, and we get to see what their Terra is too. And that'll be really nice and extremely helpful. What you gonna be, buddy? Into Dragon. Okay. Not a big deal, honestly. Especially since we brought Flutter Mane, it's going to be a really big help. Good damage. Can we get a speed drop? We cannot. They do get a Quiver Dance, and that's not great for us, but we'll be alright here. Here's what we're going to do. Let's get that Tailwind on this one. And honestly, let's go for a Thundurous Kick over there. Even if we don't knock out, we at the very least, lower their defense. Good damage. Good damage. Almost there. Rock Slide. That's fine. Ooh, and the Fiery Dance. Can we survive it? Just barely, but we do. You betcha. Alright, so on this one, let's go for the Bleak Wind. Honestly, we probably should go for a move. Especially over into them. But here's what we're going to do. I mean, Knockoff, unfortunately, would be stronger right now. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Knockoff over there. That's fine. If this is, okay, well, at least we're knocking off their loaded dice, maybe? That's fine. They're swapping into a Bleak Wind. And we hit both. Good damage. And then we'll get the knockoff. And that's, yep, loaded dice. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Got Tailwind for 2 more. We're going to go Bleak Wind, and we're going to Detect. I think if we're able to get Rillaboom out here, I think we're going to be good to go. So I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of hope that they end up knocking out Torn. Oh, that's okay. No big deal. No big deal. As I said, no big deal. Kind of like this, actually. Torn and Zapdos. Dual flying types. The good thing about that, too, is the fact that it's great against Lando. Lando's not really going to be able to use an Earthquake. Obviously, you'd have to worry about the Rock Slide, but like I said earlier, no big deal. Nice. We still do have Tailwind. And now we're up to a +2. I love that. Alright, perfect. Oop, don't run. Don't run. I think we have the win. Don't run. So let's go Bleak Wind Storm. We're going to go knock off... Yeah, we're going to go knock off one more time up into Lando. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because we're going to have the speed for one more turn. They wouldn't be able to protect with Lando, I believe. And we were +2. I don't think they were going to survive that. And then if we're able to hit the Bleak Wind over on Volcarona, would have been able to knock out 2. So there we go. There we go. Zapdos actually coming in the clutch, and them and Tornadus. Kind of a duo that I wasn't necessarily expecting to have out there and to be able to end a battle, but still, nonetheless, ended up coming up to win. Good game. All right, we have the potential with a little more ice here again, unfortunately, but yeah, I don't think that's going to be a big deal either. I will say though, I really want to bring Tornadus just to change the weather if they really want to go for a Aurora Veil. But at the same time, we're still going to do it. So we're going to go Tornadus, we're going to go Zapdos, and then in the back, we're going to have Rilla, And not Flutter Mane. And I think we're going to have Chi-Yu too. I know it seems a little counterintuitive, and I talked about this in the last battle too. If we need to set Rain, bring Chi-Yu out there. But honestly, again, I think it might be the best thing to do. Although, you know what? No, I'm kind of changing my mind now that I'm thinking about it. Because especially depending on what Rilla that is, or not, what Urshifu that is. Yeah, instead of Chi-Yu, I'm actually gonna bring Iron Hands. Yeah, because I feel like Scizor is gonna end up showing up in this battle. I really do. Especially since we have Flutter Mane on the bench. Yeah, question is, what is their lead? That's a really good lead. For us. Part of me does feel like I need to terrestrialize. I know it's not extremely likely. I know that. Yeah, I know it's not extremely likely, but if they do go into a Flying Terra, that would be extremely bad for us. So I'm gonna go for a Bleak Wind Storm. If I'm being honest, though, I really should just go for a Taunt over into Mimikyu. But it's alright. We're not going to do that. We're going to terrestrialize. And let's go for the knockoff over to Mimikyu. Especially if for some reason that's Life Orb or something. Be able to take that out. I just hope it's the right call. With the Bleak Wind. Never mind, Gary protects. Sorry, well, we still get the Bleak Wind, you know, but still. Not ideal. It's alright, they go with the Thunder Wave, that's incredibly fair. We would have been immune to that, thankfully. And technically, we still are. Well, let's go. We knock off. Disguise is gone. Spooky Plate. Okay. Interesting. Alright. We don't really have to necessarily worry about a taunt. I don't think they would have Thunder Wave and Will-O-Wisp. You know what I mean? Is that a safe assumption to make? Alright, you know what? I'm going to actually try to go for the Tailwind here. And let's go with the Acrobatics over into Mimikyu. We are +1. I don't know if that's going to help. What's it going to be? Okay, is that going to be flying? Good damage into Mimi, though. Wow, they do have Will-O-Wisp, too! Alright, so Taunt might be a, that's unfortunate, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, but you know what? They're so close to being knocked out that I think we, yeah, let's go Bleak Wind Storm on this one. And, let's go for the Detect. The good thing is that they do have Earthquake, which that's what I'm assuming they have. We're going to be able to bring out the Grassy Terrain. Yeah, the Grassy Terrain is going to really help us on this one. And the Grassy Seed is going to help too because of the defense too. Beautiful. Bleak Wind misses over there. But can we lower the speed? Huh? No, we can't. Alright, here's what we do. We bring in Rillaboom on this one. And then honestly, look, I know I need to knock out Gyarados, but honestly, I need to knock out Mimikyu. Mimikyu's got the Will-O-Wisp. I need to take that out right now. And since they just protected, we know they're not going to protect again. That means that they're probably not going to go for the Earthquake then. Again, at least that'd be my assumption. Grassy Seed ups our defense. That's going to help again against the Earthquake, which is already only half damage because of the terrain. Sweet. Let's go. Ooh, just going Waterfall. Nice. Wow. Yeah, that +1 really helped them on that one. If I'm being honest with you, I think a Grassy Glide will knock out Gary. I really, in my heart, truly believe that. Scizor, it's going to be a little rough. But not too rough. So let's go with the Grassy Glide over to Gary. Let's go with the Thundurous Kick over into Scizor. That's fine. That's part of the reason why we didn't protect with, Oh, okay. Okay. I think that's going to be alright. Again, despite the fact that they're going to get a little heal up here, I want to say a Grassy Glide is going to be enough to take out Gary. Yeah, Tailwind's gone. That is unfortunate, but at least we can get the Grassy. Just in case, let's go with the Protect here. Granted, it is possible they do have a bug move over. That's a smart call. That's a very smart call. Ooh, into Dragonite too. That's alright. Look at all that damage. That's okay. Ooh, that Swords Dance is not good. Not good. The good news is we do have, what's its name in the back? Yeah, we have hands in the back. I think we'll be able to take care of Scizor with that. I'm gonna go, honestly, I'm gonna go Wood Hammer over there. I'm also going to go with the Thundurous Kick. I think we can take out Scizor with the both of those. That's okay, they protect though. Is this going to be Outrage? I would be outraged. Dude, it's Swords Dance, Dragon Dance, this guy really likes to dance. Well, not ideal. Still something we can deal with. Let's do that, and let's do that one more time. Probably should have went Detect with, yeah, probably should have went Detect with Zapdos, but I think we're going to be okay, though. Nice. Man, they really wanted to get rid of Rilla, didn't they now? Oof. That's okay. Glad we didn't protect them. Thundurous Kick at +1. Ooh, that crit too! Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Beautiful. Okay, grass is gone. We don't need it anymore, though. Let's bring out hands here. Go with the Fake Out over into Scizor. Let's go with the Acrobatics over into Dragonite. Could be a double protect. Could be. Scizor does. They don't. That's fair. Nice. Beautiful. I think we can deal with this now. Oh my! Oh my, that is a good amount of damage. Holy cow. Alright, that's beautiful. Let's go for the Drain Punch over there. Yeah, actually, if I'm being honest with you. I'm gonna go with the Drain Punch over into Dragonite. I'm gonna Detect with Zapdos. I don't feel like getting E-speeded here. Exactly. But are they going to use Close Combat? No? Oh, they were going Bullet Punch there. Okay, that's really good for us. That's really, really good for us. We'll get the Drain Punch. That's awesome. I will say the downside is we don't have the grassy terrain anymore, and that's going to be a serious problem. Although we are +1. We are +1. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. They're going to have to go after Zapdos, to be honest with you. I'm going to swap into Tornadus here. And let's go all out into Gyarados. We survive. Oh, easily. Nice, and we get the Thundurous Kick next. And that's more than enough to take out Gyarados, especially with the 2 Defiant procs, too. That was really nice. The fact that they swapped out Gyarados gave us a chance to be able to proc that Defiant one more time. And now, without having to go with the Swords Dance that the Scizor did, we're at the same stage. As you can tell. +2, +2. Alright, we're good to go. I don't think the Tailwind doesn't matter. Let's go Bleak Wind. And let's go Thundurous Kick one more time, too. And that's going to be game. That's fine. That'll knock out Torn. I'm okay with that, though, because honestly, Zapdos is the main attraction here, and it was able to stay out on the field that entire time and just absolutely level everyone. So there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Those 2 Defiant procs were really, really paramount. And honestly, we didn't take much damage now, did we? That's what I'm talking about. Galarian Zapdos really coming in the clutch again. Good game. It looks like we're looking at, honestly, more than likely a Tailwind. But potentially a Trick Room as well. We are going to start Tornadus, though. Yeah, I think we're going to go Tornadus as well as... Yeah, let's go Tornadus and Chi-Yu to start. And then let's go Zapdos, and we'll have Rilla in the back. I will say my biggest worry here is probably Annihilate, to be honest with you. I know we could have brought Flutter Mane for that, but honestly, if we just bring Flutter Mane, they're going to Terrastallize into Fire, and we really don't have much to take care of Fire, unfortunately. Okay. It's okay. They may Terrastallize into Fire anyways. Let's go with the Tailwind here. And let's go with the Dark Pulse up into the Bird. Huh? Oh, remember when I said Annihilate was probably going to be the scariest thing for me? Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Huh. Okay, well, let's go into Rilla here, where we actually we have a good shot here to get a fake out, thankfully, and we're able to set the grassy terrain to make it easier for Zapdos. Oof. All right, that's fine. It's possible we can get a burn here, and that would be really nice. But let's get the fake out, and let's go with the heat wave. Would be nice to get a nasty plot, but honestly, with Annihilate out there and the Drain Punch, although that was really just the helping hand. But that's okay. I think we're going to be fine. I think we're going to be fine. We get the Heat Wave. Nice. Can we get a burn? The answer to that is no. Oh, Brick Break. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, that's fine. Dude, I'm a little shook by that helping hand Brave Bird on that first one. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's see what they got left though. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go for a big wood hammer over there. How much longer do we have? Tailwind for 2 more. Let's protect. I want to see what their terror is going to be. Because if I can go for a... Never mind, that works for me. I was going to say, if I could go for a Dark Pulse over there, I think we'd be able to knock out if they ended up terastallizing. And we wouldn't have to worry about the accuracy. But doesn't matter there. Still ended up getting the win. Didn't really necessarily need Zapdos on that one, but you know what? The fear of it looming in the back, I think, was what got us the win there. Good game. Well, looks like we're looking down some Trick Room right now, but that is not going to deter me at all, whatsoever. So we're gonna try to stop the Trick Room. Let's go for the Flutter Chi-Yu combo to start. Then let's have Rilla and let's have Zapdos in the back, and let's do some serious work right here. Now, is it possible that they lead like Bundle and like a Scarf Urshi? Yeah, that's possible. Is it possible they end up leading with hands as well? Potentially. But I think we can still do some good stuff here. All right, let's hope for the best here. Let's hope that if they do end up starting with Dusclops, then hopefully we can pick up a KO before they're able to set the Trick Room. Okay. So they're going to try for the fake out, I think. Right, here's what we're going to do. Booster and Life Orb. Thankfully, that does not reveal the Terra types. Feel like they're not going to go for a fake out, though. You know what I mean? Well, we're going to go Dazzling Gleam. Let's Terra Ghost. Part of me wants to go for a Heat Wave, but let's go for the Dark Pulse. Yeah, it looks like I think they're mulling over if they want to go with the fake out or not. And rightfully so. You know, especially with like Chi and Pao and Chi-Yu. There's so many that are just Ghost Terras. That going for a fake out over in that like slot is just so dangerous sometimes. You know, you just don't want to do that because it'll end up wasting a turn, especially since Hand is weak to Flutter Mane too. It makes it even worse. So, there we go. Good, they did go for the fake out. Beautiful. And they did not terastallize. That's awesome for us. Good Dazzling Gleam there. We should be able to pick up the KO with the Dark Pulse. Let's go. And no Trick Room for you, my friend. Good to go. Now who do we got next? The bear. Cool. Okay, so here's what we're going to do then. this. I think we can finish it off with a Dazzling Gleam. And I'm going to swap into Zapdos here. Yeah, because we... Oh, no, we won't because Chiyu's gone now. It's okay, we're still going to do a ton of damage. Zapdos is going to come in. And we're not going to really have to deal with... Okay. Yeah, they're saving themselves here. Ooh, into water! Okay. That is totally fair. It's not going to help you against Rilla, but, you know. It's fair. Now, do they go Hyper Voice, or do they end up going, Zapdos survives. Okay, that was a really terrible swap in. That's fine. Now we got Rillaboom here, which is really nice. Because they already Terra'd, I'm not extremely worried here. There we go. Grass on the playing field. That's great. Up our defense. Not going to help us anymore, but hey, at least we got it. Alright, we're going to go for the Grassy Glide over there, and then we, despite the fact that they're probably going to protect, are going to go for a Thundurous Kick over there. As long as it's not Goldengo. That looks like Goldengo. That's Goldengo. Sorry, pick up the KO on the Grassy Glide. The question is, do we have the speed over it? That's okay. Poor Zapdos comes in and almost gets knocked out and then doesn't even get a chance to hit on the next turn. Unfortunate, but that's okay. We're gonna go for a Grassy Glide over there. And let's go for the knockoff. Let's hope we can outspeed. Let's hope they're not Choice Scarf. I forget what Goldengo's typical speed is, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we are at 155 on Zapdos. That's fine. Figured that was going to happen, probably. Don't get the Grassy. Now, do we go first? Please? Maybe? We do. Okay, good. We knock off their Citrus Berry. Dope. Nice. But we have the speed, so we don't have to worry about that. I will say, however... Alright, here's what we're going to do instead, actually. I'm going to go Stomping Tantrum over there. And we're going to go Thundurous Kick. I can't believe they got the double protect. That's fine, though. It's not a big deal. We should survive with Rilla. Just barely, but we survive with Rilla. And we'll end up picking up the KO on the Stomping Tantrum. Yeah. Oh! Excuse me, I'm a little wrong on that, apparently. Alright, that's fine, though. That's fine. We're going to outspeed with Chiyu, and that's going to be pretty nice. Alright. Here's what we do. We're just going to go for a Wood Hammer. Because, again, we're going to outspeed. And let's go with the Dark Pulse. That's understandable. But we're fine. We miss on the Dark Pulse. That's okay. And yeah, that's what I get for Zapdos, though. I wanted to swap it in just so it would get a chance to move. And little did I know I was just sending it out to its demise. And now what should have been a pretty quick dub has turned into a one-on-one here at the end, unfortunately. Okay, now it all comes down to speed. All comes down to speed. Now, let's see. They may have the speed on us. That's going to be bad. But let's go Dark Pulse and let's hope we can KO. Okay, we do have the speed. That's good. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I don't really remember what Goldengo's speed tier is, so Wasn't 100% sure, but thankfully we did outspeed there at the end, and we ended up picking up a dub. Again, my fault for trying to get Zapdos on the field and ended up almost KOing it, but honestly, being able to get that knockoff and get that Citrus Berry off of them was actually pretty important, especially there in the end. Again, so despite the fact that we just kind of sent it out to its demise in that final battle, Zapdos is still a really great Pokemon, and especially considering the fact that there are a lot of Intimidate Pokemon out there with Hisuian Arcanine, Landorus, regular Arcanine even, and a handful of others. Defiant on Zapdos is going to be a big benefit, and having Zapdos gain more attack to an already strong Pokemon is, again, obviously extremely beneficial. And that having the Grassy Seed, along with having Rillaboom out there to be able to go with the Grassy Surge, to proc the Grassy Seed, not only bulks out Zapdos a little bit more, and makes it a little bit safer with the Electric Terra if someone ends up going Earthquake, but that also makes Acrobatics from a 55 power up into a 110. But otherwise, that Thundurous Kick is incredible, being able to lower the defense, makes it even stronger on the next turn, and then of course being able to knock off some items is extremely beneficial too. So again, Zapdos has a lot of good utility, and I think could be a really good mon, especially with all the Intimidate mons here in Regulation E. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the battles. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like. We'll see you guys next time.